So, in this episode, we have Skye meeting her mother for the first time. We have the flashbacks of Melinda May, and we also have stuff going on with the real S.H.I.E.L.D. and how it relates to Phil Coulson. So, unlike with Gotham, there was actually quite a lot of really interesting bits in this episode. I was still honestly a bit indifferent about what was going on. But I liked sort of what it was for the most part. So let's start off with Skye and the mother, and yeah. Skye and the mother was a good meetup. It certainly wasn't as dramatic as it could have been, but it was a good meetup, and I think we definitely see Skye in a position where she's gone from being not with anyone to S.H.I.E.L.D. to now finding her true family and find out who her true self really is. And she finds out what her birthday is, which is kind of great, and there's a bit of humour there as well. I just really liked Skye's journey, because this season has definitely been about Skye's journey, and about special people, about the Inhumans, and I really like the Inhuman aspect. I think it's really striking how similar it is to the X-Men, but also how different it is as well. The X-Men, don't have all of this embedded history and all of this culture to it. And that's what I really like about the Inhumans, is there is a lot of culture in how they live their lives. There are cultures, there are rules, there are established rules about family, about the age restrictions on when people get their powers. And if people get their powers as well, as we find out in the flashbacks, and I just really like the direction of the Inhumans, and definitely I am curious about how this will relate to the movie, and it's making me look forward to the Inhumans movie more and more, because I'm sure we'll have that culture. And we'll have that background. And actually the Inhumans movie will be really, really interesting, because obviously Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has given us all of that. Will the Inhumans movie tie into all of this stuff going on with the TV show, and make the TV show more relevant? Possibly bring back Phil Coulson, which will be great. Yeah. So, yeah, I really like the stuff with the Inhumans. The stuff going on with Phil Coulson and the real S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that stuff. It's interesting to a point. I'm not sure where they're going with it though. Recently it's been announced that we are getting a new TV show spin-off type thing. I'm curious whether this might lead to the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And if you don't know what S.H.I.E.L.D. is S.H.I.E.L.D. is basically a branch in the it's kind of connected to S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.H.I.E.L.D. basically deals with aliens and all of that stuff. And I'm kind of wondering whether Phil Coulson and his team might move into that show, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. might become something different. Or whether Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will end and lead into that other TV show, which I'm thinking might be S.H.I.E.L.D. And it is really, really interesting to see where all of this is leading. And I like the fact that Phil Coulson is interested in aliens, interested in heroes, and building towards a new direction. But is he a threat? Is what he's doing? What is he doing? But I don't know what the direction is. Right now there's not enough being told to us, so I could only give you speculation about what I think is going to happen. And I think we're going to get S.H.I.E.L.D. I think that's what this show will turn into. And it would be a very, very good direction, because S.H.I.E.L.D. at the moment doesn't exist in the movies. The flashbacks with Melinda May. The flashbacks with Melinda May were good to a point. I was expecting something a lot more deeper than we got. I have recently been rewatching season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for the Marvel Cinematic Universe reviews. And when the subject of the Calvary came up and what Melinda May experienced, I was kind of expecting something a lot more deadly, a lot more killing, just something a lot more dangerous, and more impactful. And that's kind of not what we got. It kind of felt a bit bland to me. And again, it kind of left me in a bit like, oh, alright then. And again, that's what this episode's kind of been feeling like. But I'm very hopeful for the next episode. I'm very hopeful to see how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ties into Age of Ultron. And yeah, all in all, guys, it was a good episode, a lot better than Gotham for me. And stay tuned for the Flash and Arrow reviews coming up very soon. Bye.